And before Mo went to perform, he went to have a meeting with some elders. So now, we know who planted Very Dark Boy, we know. Okay, now that same person who planted Very Dark Man was the one who did a newspaper, notification of calling Very Dark Man for a meeting in Lagos. After that meeting, did you see Very Dark Man going back to say justice for Mohbad? We have brain now, we can think. You understand? What I'm trying to say is that a time will come, this social media will blast their brain. We are not leaving this platform. We are not leaving social media. God bless social media. God bless TikTok. They don't want to say anything. They don't want to act. They just freeze out. Please, sir, I'm coming. I want you to reply me, but I will just finish on this note for now. They don't want to continue their whatever finding they are doing, that corona inquest. They freeze it out. They put it to indefinite. And they are now saying that they cannot do that autopsy, whatever that they wanted to go and do in Lagos, because during NSAS, they burnt down the place where they're supposed to use in Lagos. Is it only Lagos we have in Nigeria? We have other 35 states in Nigeria where this thing can be done. Even private individuals, even in that Lagos, private owners of labs are around that island where they can do all these things without using the Lagos State facility. But they said they are taking it outside Nigeria to go and do it. And there is no set date for it to return back. That's how they took Abiola sample to go and do autopsy report abroad. Up to now, his intestine is still wherever in America. Abiola's intestine is still wherever in America. It has not come back. And they think we are joking, or who are they even joking with? Obviously, we can see now that the government is not ready for justice for Mohbad, and we are not going to stop here on this platform. TikTok is our place where we will give them pressure. I am talking, they are listening. I noticed that before I started talking, the people here, they were 200 and something. And as I started talking, conversing with Papariano.
Sorry. You will not. Go there. Just talk about the case, please.
What I'm trying to say is that we know they are present here. And they are not going to stop us.
We don't attack people here. We just have to be focused on the case, please.
Can we respond? He was trying to give me a response.
All right. What I want to say is that if we look at it from the beginning, we are trying to establish a premeditated homicide here. And if we have to do that, we have to start from as far back as 2, 3, 4 months backward into this telephone record of these people. And I want to say something here real quick, which is that for me to have an entitlement in Mohbad lives, that is one of the major reasons why I believe introduction was quickly turned into engagement, so that it will look like they are married. That will give her a sense of entitlement in Mohbad's life. Having said that, we need to look towards what they have been doing months in terms of their communication, who they've been communicating with, what they've been talking about, including looking into Mohbad's communication with his friends, with his wife, and so many other people. If we do a forensic investigation on this telephone conversation, I'm very much sure we will find out more than we can bargain for. I'm very much sure.
I know, okay. You are right.
I'm very much sure of that. And for that, DNA that people have been clamoring for could even be the motive for his death. That is why, if they do a thorough search on their telephone conversation, something must have come up that will link Liam to Mohbad and to whoever is involved. So I just want us to keep on pushing on the need for us to know who these people have been talking to months before the death of Mohbad and after the death of Mohbad. If we cannot get any other thing, because there must be something they were all hiding. If Prime Boy could come out on a live and said he was in the vehicle and he never made mention of spending. And if Wumi could come out and say there's a fight between her husband and Prime Boy without mentioning spending being in the same vicinity with her, it leaves much to be said about. So we need to know what is really going on. What are these people really hiding? If they are not hiding anything, there is no way police will come out and tell us Mohbad bleed profusely. If police will come out and tell us that, then where did the injury that led to that profuse bleeding came from? Wumi told us it's a minor scratch. And they asked, is the scratch big enough to cause that? She said no. Then why do you need an emergency nurse? A lot is going on that nobody is telling us.
Yes.
But for if we dig down into their conversation, I believe the mystery will be unraveled. I will stop there. Thank you, Papa Reno FM.
Papa, can you put me in the big screen? I want to show you something. I want to put the camera. Okay, can you read this? This is Wumi. This is Wumi's page. 2000 April. Can you read it?
Your video should open your video. We can't see.
Yeah. Can you see?
Can somebody read? Can you guys see? Because I don't know. Doing something just like a little bit. Can somebody read it?
10 and some years old. I am 10 and some years. I might just be me, mother's child.
I'm just be my mother's child.
Okay.
But in all reality, I'm everybody's child. Nobody raised me. Can you read that?
Yeah.
And something society. So I will send it to you later. So when people say Wumi is 24, she's not like 24 that father and mother raised together. You understand what I mean? She said nobody raised her. I saw it in one blog yesterday. Can you see?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean she grew up in the street?
That's what I mean.
That's why she's like an animal.
Oh.
So you need
No
to
wonder
understand.
I think this support what Bolibi was saying.
And then Karima make a decision and later she erased it. She said that her mother, the mother did not take care of them, that the mother left them. Like what happened to Mohbad? Yeah. Karima make a long post insulting her mom.
Yeah.
That she didn't take care of them. She left. She was nowhere to be found. And that's what the Wumi said, that I may be my mother's child, but in all reality, no, I'm everybody's child. Nobody raised me and something in society. So it's not her fault.
So that's why she was unfortunate to fall into hands like Queen Mother's hands. She's still Queen Mother's girl up to now.
Yep.
She's still service girl to Queen Mother. She's still working for Shekpeteri.
So when they're 4 years old, they have to add this one. That was not raised by nobody. Because she said that herself. April 17, 2017.
The rental failure is the kind of result we get.
They need to be adding that.
The rental failure, we get result like Wumi. So obvious. That's why she has no regard for the elderly. See the way she has messed up the Aloba family. And we as parents, we should be very, very keen about who our children link in with. You don't just accept anybody that comes to say, oh, your child wants to get married to this. You love her? Yes, I love her. No. You have to investigate to know if she was properly raised. Try to know her antecedents, her background a bit to know if she's from a home or from the street. If not, she's coming to break your house, break your home, break everything you've worked for. In fact, coming to kill your son eventually, because now, like I see her, she's callous. She doesn't have feelings, no feelings attached, even to Liam in her hands. And I'm scared for that baby. Because because of lack of, because of she wants to hide DNA, she may poison that boy. So it's better for if there's any social welfare in Nigeria, let them pick that child out of Wumi's hands, because the way she sounds like somebody that is even in distress, and she cannot concentrate, if at all, to take care of that child properly. So it's better if she's in a civilized, or in a better society, that child would have been moved away from her. She can't take care of that child, the way I'm looking at it. She may end up poisoning that boy just to cover up not doing DNA. So that is my observation there. It's unfortunate the way things are going in Nigeria. Nobody wants to say the truth. The government is not ready to move an inch. They want this thing to die just the way other cases have died. It is
How do
obvious.
you analyze Prime Boy?
Prime Boy Prime Boy is just unfortunate. I will just say it that way. It's just being unfortunate. It's just the fact that he is being used as a scapegoat anyway. Is being used as a scapegoat. I see Prime Boy as somebody who is being put in custody for doing nothing, absolutely nothing. And the reason being that Nigeria is not a place where justice can be found. We are looking for justice for Mohbad. But unfortunately, somebody is suffering for the injustice in Nigeria. Very insensitive society. The police knows the truth. Prime Boy has not done anything wrong. He was not there when this guy, had his last breath. So why hang on him? Why put him in custody? For what? You are leaving this woman out, this woman that was there, facing him face to face. He was pleading with Wunmi, don't pour this water on me. Till he breathed his last in Wunmi's face. She kept pouring the water, even the nurse was saying it. Stop pouring this water on this guy. This is not the antidote to the goose pimples. This is not the antidote to the injection, if at all. In fact, it will cause more harm. And she was insisting. She was still pouring the water, saying that is how he behaves. That is how it should be done. Meaning that she has an ulterior motive. Somebody is there trying to care for him, giving him medical medications. You are not supposed to stand in between. Are you a nurse? Are you a nurse? And the nurse is even telling you, don't do that. If you truly love, you will obey. You will comply. You will support to give care. Not for you to stay there and be doing otherwise. It's like me visiting my son in the hospital, and the nurse say, don't increase that drip. And I go ahead and remove the drip. Of course, I should be arrested for that, for pouring water on Mo, when the nurse said, don't do that. It is not medically advised to do that, and you're doing it. Then she should be arrested for that. And she is not even denying that she didn't pour the water on him. And the disease was even saying it to her face. Wunmi, don't pour this water on me. Till he died, she kept pouring the water. She has an ulterior motive. She has a reason for pouring that water. Maybe she had mixed some drugs with the water, and pouring it on him would like aggravate or accelerate his demise. And yet the police, they're still looking at this idiot walking around in the flesh of Wunmi, this beast of an animal. Whoever will come online and say Wunmi has not done anything wrong, may Wunmi happen to the person's generation. Wunmi will never live, the kind of Wunmi will never live that person's generation. If you are married, your son is going to marry Wunmi, the type of Wunmi.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I've been listening to you, and seriously, I concur with you, and everything you're saying is right. I don't know why, our police, they love drama. They love drama. This is an organized crime. We're dealing with a case of organized crime. Everything is pointing at this woman, and I don't know why nobody, the force agencies are not looking at that direction. Why will you be a guy of Mohbad status needed a medical attention and someone will go and brings a health practitioner that is not qualified? That alone in its entirety shows that that girl Wunmi has these things planned from the very beginning. She was
Yeah,
unfolding these things step by step, and up to
yeah.
date, Nigerian police, I want to tell us that they are still investigating. What is there to investigate?
I don't know.
What is there when the evidence is very clear?
Look at this scenario I just painted now, which happened. The nurse, the unqualified nurse, so they say, she came and she gave the injection and she said, stop pouring this water. This water is not supposed to be poured on him. Medically, you're not supposed to do this. And you kept pouring it. And even the patient was looking at her and Mohbad was telling Wunmi, stop pouring this water on me. Because he was feeling like dying at every drop of the water touching his skin. And yet she kept doing it as against the advice of the nurse. It's like you visiting somebody in the hospital and the hospital is telling you don't give him rice. And you go ahead and give that your that person rice. It shows that you don't want that person to be alive. You are obstructing the way of proper care and medication. Then it means that you're a criminal. Then
Like
you should be
you
arrested for
you have
doing
a
that.
husband. You have a husband or a friend or a brother that you're close to, and that person need medical attention. Somebody on the comment section was trying to say was Wunmi the person that called the nurse. I don't understand. Like, how do some people
Even
look at
if,
it?
but you don't understand
Even
what
if
I'm
she's not
saying.
the one,
At this point, is Wunmi supposed to continue pouring that water on him? Let's be
not at all.
Yeah, if she truly loves, if she truly cares, you call the nurse to care, and the nurse that is caring is saying, stop, don't do that. Of course, immediately you should stop. And in court, Wunmi is even, no, everywhere she's not denying the fact that she didn't pour water on him. And nobody's still arresting her up to today. And the police went into the house to make an arrest. And they were arresting Splendid that is not even in the house when the patient died. They left Wunmi that poured water on him till he gave up the ghost, as against the advice of the nurse. The nurse is saying, as a medical practitioner or like as a nurse, that I know that if this thing is happening, you are not supposed to pour water on him. And you are saying that is how he is always fainting and we will always pour water on him. And the nurse is
They have
saying,
been
stop,
killing
and
him
you refuse to
gradually.
stop. And
They
the
have been
patient
killing
says,
him
stop, and
gradually.
you refuse to stop till he died. In fact, you clearly killed him in that process alone. You killed him. And nobody is arresting her. And she even have the guts to be going around paying bloggers, bribing bloggers 4 million to go and be insulting the dead's father, Mohbad's father, online. Have the infantry to pick her phone and call him and insulted him to a pop, laying curses on the old man after killing his son. And nothing is happening in that kind of country. I mean, the street is being provoked, honestly. Governor Sanwo-Olu, you are provoking the youth. Wunmi, you are not going to go scot-free. Don't ever think about that in your mind. Even if the police, they are behind you, I'm telling you, you are not a free woman. Don't try to move. Don't try to just try and live your life normally again, Wunmi. They are going to get you. The streets will get you. The streets will get you because everybody wants vengeance for that guy. He doesn't deserve what you have done to him. You said it with your mouth, woman, that when you were pregnant, he cared for you. I saw your tweet. He cared for you. He did everything that a man would do to a woman. And he was sick, weak and tired on the floor. And the nurse said, don't pour water. And you were pouring the water. You poured the water till he died. You had an intention, woman, to make sure that you move him out of the space so that you can claim. How long have your marriage lasted, woman? Not up to 2 years. I don't know. And yet, you say you have a son for him. In a new marriage, is that the only child you are expecting to have in this marriage? And now you have willed all in his lifetime. You encourage him to will all of his property to this particular baby, as if you don't have the mind to have more children for him. You know what you have done, woman. You know. Well, ostracized. You've marked all your plans how to go about dealing with this person. You have a time frame to start and finish your project. And you think after now, you have finished your project. You have just begun. You have just begun. Mohbad, lying still in debt is better than you are walking around. I'm telling you. The government will not be able to help you. If they don't give justice to Mohbad, there will be no peace anywhere. Not in the government seat, not on the street, not in your heart, not in your mind. You are going down. Shouldn't have done this, woman. Bible says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. When you came in contact with Mohbad, they told you about him, I suppose. They told you that this one is a special pregnancy. He was born special. Even before his mother conceived him, they told her, if you get pregnant, don't remove it because you're going to have a son and his name is going to be Hilary. At least you would have gone back to your drawing board and say, come, it's like I'm missing my way. It's not this kind of guy I'm going to toy with. You would have done it with somebody else, not this kind of person. You won't escape it. It's so painful the government is slowing down this thing. They think so anyway that they are slowing it down, but it will boomerang in their face very soon. It will boomerang in their face.